My name is Eduardo and I am 13 years old. I started in Bilingual in 2018.
Eu sou a Ana Lúcia, mãe do Eduardo. Ele se interessou em fazer o bilíngue e nós estimulamos porque a gente acha muito importante aprender, né, uma segunda língua. E ele foi muito bem, ele gostou e nós ficamos felizes com isso.
The classes are good and interactive and I feel happy when I'm in the class.
Eu tenho uma prima brasileira que mora nos Estados Unidos. Quando ela vem para o Brasil, eles conversam em inglês. E ela falou que o inglês dele é excelente.
Yes, I have a cousin that comes here to Brazil. She came in January and I speak English with her.
Ele não teve dificuldade nenhuma em entendê-la e nem responder o que ela perguntava, porque ela foi fazer um teste mesmo com ele, para saber como que ele estava, né, o inglês dele. E ela ficou muito contente, que ela falou, olha, Ana, foi ótimo conversar com ele em inglês, eu não precisei repetir nenhuma vez o que eu queria saber, perguntei para ele.
I feel happy because I'm communicating with other person that lives in the United States and speak with natives.
Perguntou sobre música, sobre o que ele gostava, o que ele achava de estudar nos Estados Unidos, né, fazer o high school. Ele se interessou e ela falou, olha, ele pode ir tranquilo porque ele vai se dar muito bem.
Yes, because have a class that teachers speak and talk about the American Revolution. And I like this topic because I like history.
Eu acho que o método que vocês usam é muito bom, porque fala de várias coisas, né? Não é só o inglês em si, né? Ele aprende história, ele aprende geografia, ele aprende outras coisas em inglês.
Yes, because I was watching a video and I realized that, oh my God, I understand what they are saying and I feel happy.
É muito satisfatório ver que ele está se desenvolvendo bem, né? E eu acho que aprender é uma coisa que não ocupa espaço. E aqui eles aprendem no bilíngue de uma forma muito agradável. Eles aprendem naturalmente.
I learn English because, one, I like English. It's a good English and it's easier than Portuguese. I plan to do the high school in United States for when I gonna get a job or college. I have English for help me.
Então eu acho que o high school, né, é uma oportunidade que apareceu para o Eduardo devido a essa porta que se abriu com o inglês. Ele é novo e está tendo essa oportunidade porque ele teve a oportunidade de fazer o bilíngue.
I am Alice and I'm 12 years old. I started the bilingual when I was 4 years and I'm born on 2011. So I have 9 years from experience. So it's funny, it's cool because we play a lot and teacher she tries to bring always the new things to us. We know a lot of things we learn. I like it when teacher Deborah was my teacher, that she teach us about Giantina, the ladybug. It was so cool. I remember the tiara, the bracelet, the bag that I made. It was so funny.
Hi, I'm Deborah. I'm a teacher at 14 Bis. I've been working with Systemic for 8 years now. I just complete 8 years. And I've been loving the experience so far. I fell in love with the methodology since the beginning. It was something super different from everything that I've worked before. And especially because it's all in English. And this is super great. It's something that helped me actually, and then help my students as well. At the beginning, it was a kind of challenge, change this way of teaching, because I was used to teach English in Portuguese. I'm explaining in Portuguese now. Do you understand? No, of course I don't. But now, explaining in English and teaching all the subjects actually in English, I felt that it was easier for me to explain and for the students to understand and absorb. People normally ask me how can they understand because they're so young or because they have never studied before, but it's so natural. When they start so little, it becomes even natural because it's like learning the first language. So they are just absorbing in the first moment, they are understanding what's going on, and then they start producing, and it's wonderful to see how it works.
Don't use like apps that speak so much in Portuguese, like, oh, how can I say chá in English? You don't learn using this. I think when you speak with person, like your family, with people, normal people, when you travel, and it's a better thing to do. Almost sleeping go in my head. Oh, I know how to sing Olivia Rodrigo songs. And I understand, like sometimes when the song is so fast I can't understand. But when it's like a slow song, I can understand, like, oh my God, he's saying this, I know. I feel like happy, like excited to learn more about English.
I don't see that I changed through the years. I think I improved a little in some ways, but I started teaching in a way and I still do the same thing. And it's working. So that's why I like it, because I see the results. I see the students learning. I see how they talk, and I see them understanding everything that's happening. So I don't think I had a challenge working with systemic at all. I love seeing my students talking. I'm so proud of them. I have little ones trying very hard to speak English all the time because I do that with them. I make them speak since they are very, very small. And they really try to produce in English, and it's wonderful. And then seeing when they grow, and even with some mistakes, but trying, producing, it's so, so cool. And then when they get even older, seeing that they're fluent, they can talk about anything, everything, all the time. So it's wonderful.
When I talk with my dad, it's like when we play, we talk together, like with my whole family, I use a little English. So it's not a serious thing, it's like family thing. Is when I was in a party of my dad's jobs, I talked with a girl from Canada. She was traveling here from Brazil, she was a tourist. I was feeling like, oh, I know English, like was a girl from Canada. I never talked before with people and from the other countries. Was so interesting thing.
Well, since the beginning when I started working, I always had this person that was there for me and give me feedbacks and help me with things that I didn't know at the beginning, how to use. For example, we have the promptings and the requesting, how to use that, and it wasn't a challenge to use, but you have to learn how to do it to be productive, to be good. And actually the little tips that I get, even after 8 years, I still have tips from them. You know, when they come and watch my classes, they always see the things that are good, and this is great because they tell me what is good, and they make all these compliments that makes me feel good and wanting to be even better. And the other hand, when they see something that can be a little bit different, they tell me what to do, and it's great because I'm still learning how to make it better. Well, if your teaching is starting, just be open for something that is new and that is great. So take all the little tips, all the things that they teach you to how to do, how to use the methodology, and be yourself, be happy using this, and believe. I think this is the key. Believe in this methodology because it works, but you have to believe it first, and then your students will believe, and everything's gonna work.
I want to do the high school in United States or another country. that speaks in English. So it's my dream.
So I'm a teacher and a mom. I have 3 boys, and 2 are still studying at 14Bs. 1 has graduated last year, and they all studied systemic. Talking about the past, for example, with my oldest son, he's 16 now. He started when he was 8, and when he started, he didn't want to learn English. He had this block. He didn't want to. And as the year was going through, 1 year after the other, he was falling in love with the language. And nowadays, he just talks with everyone anytime he needs it. He knows how to do it. So it feels great to see everything that Systemic did to his life. It's great. And now I have my 2 boys here, and they really love studying English. They love bilingual class. They want to be part of this.
They think it's so good. One time while we was coming for school, and I was singing don't know who songs, and my dad said like, "Oh, your English is perfect." And oh, thank you.
Last week he was like, "Mom, now I just speak English," and he was trying saying all the words that he knows, even if he was not connecting, but he was trying all the time. And the other boy was, "Okay, but you're not saying anything that makes sense." And he was, "No, but I'm speaking English." And they were talking, and it's super great to see how they love, and this is thanks to what they have learned here with Systemic.
I think I'm going to have more opportunities to work, to travel, because when you know the English is so important in your life. I'm Miguel and I have 8 years. I like to play, I like to eat, I like to run, study, and I like to learn math, science, how to find water, the types of water that have gas, liquid and solid. I go to Australia and United States. It's fun. I play, I visit the places, and my dad found the friends that he lives that she goes to Australia to study in the university. I want to be a life planner. I go to travel in the different places, and I need to communicate the other peoples.
My name is Sophia and I'm 11 years old. I started in bilingual course in 2018. It is super interesting and I love it. When I listen music, it's almost automatic, the translation. I understood all that the music says. It's funny. Don't give up. In the start, you'll be afraid. You don't have so much. You're not so confident to say, but with the study, you will get better. And you can talk with other people, listen to music, play games that is in English, and you understand all. This year, I went to Japan and Korea, and I talked there with other people, and they understood what I say. It makes me happy because I thought, oh, all these years of study and the people can understand me. So I think I start to like more the English. I have a dream to go to USA and do the last year of high school there. And my dream is to do this. So if my English needs to be good, I really want to go to USA, do the last year of high school there. And this is my biggest expectation of English, but it can help me for a whole life, so I'm happy. They are proud My dad loves all the times that my mom needs to speak English. She asks, Sophia, can you help me? And I say yes, and I like that they like. Come study English at 14 Bis.